I believe tags are curious elements of investigations that will follow you home. Generally, I think they just dissipate, and you can get some that are really, really bad. They make you feel depressed. You won't, like Tony said, you will get an awful lot of like snowballing bad luck.
If you're with people on a one-to-one basis, you're talking to somebody, and you walk away, and you might say to your friend, "They're not in a good mood, are they? I felt their energy was really bad. They're in a, they're on a doom day." So what happens is it puts you in a bad mood, doesn't it? And that's basically what we're talking about. A tag is something that you take into your energy from another energy source, which changes your electrical mindset, which will make you unhappy, depressed, or a tag could be happy. I'm feeling good. There's a nice energy that's just come into, into my sort of energy. I like that.
A stone tape, it's a recording in the surrounding, area. If something tragic's happened or anything, your emotions, whether that's, emanated into the surrounding material and things like that. It's a primitive form of a recorder. We're all like molecules. We're all just bonded together somehow. So, there's no reason why you can't blend into something.
And I think being a medium, especially with me, I believe in the stone tape theory as well. That's my big thing. I sort of can go in a place, I can pick up the residual energy, and I can get not only a name, but I can get both names and a date and the whole history of that person. So that I'm more of a sort of historical medium, and it's all around us, It's all around us. Every house, it seems to be, has got a door slamming, a ghost or an entity in it, just about. And the stone tape theory tends to take care of a lot of that, where if you die, we operate, I think, on 2 kilowatts of energy, and when that goes, it goes into the wall, and a bit of you is left there, but then we go off into what I believe into the sort of the highway around the world, the sort of the whole energy of the world.
I like history as well as investigation. It's more about taking in, like we went to Thackeray Museum. I know it was done out like an old street downstairs, but just being in the top floors, and you knew it was a ward, taking in that, and when we went to, everywhere we go, there's just something different. That's why we try and vary the locations, because there's always something different. But I take it all in. I just take in the atmosphere and just love old buildings.
And we call them tags, it's a modern name for them. I've not had one yet that harmed me much, but I think the worst ones I had was from the block, Moira Furnace. One in particular, one night, I was laying in bed, fell asleep, woke up the room freezing. Now my wife's a light sleeper, and I'm trying to wake her up, nudging her, not a peep. I know the door's open, and I just feel this real fear of trepidation. I know people say in the dark, you can condition yourself to feel that way, but this was like instant fear. And I looked towards the doorway, and it looked like a shadow was there. And I literally got the quilt and put it over my head and went, "Look, you're scaring me, leave me alone. You frightened me to death. Will you just go?" And all of a sudden, the room felt less oppressive, and the coldness went. And then there was a racket on the landing, and it sounded like someone stamping down the stairs. And I just went like that with a quilt then, and took the ages to get to sleep.
I had a situation where me and Stu went out, did a quick session at this stupid hanging post. And after that, I had nothing but bad luck for about a year. Constant. Everything I touched, I'd throw a plate into the sink and it gets stuck in the pan. Put a tape measure on your car and you drive off and scratch it. It was relentless, to the point where I started to think, do I want to go out the house today? It got that bad. But like Stu said, I've seen this medium, she said, you've got some bad energy on you. I'm going to get it off you. And she said, do this, get it, and did all this. And then suddenly, the day after, it was like somebody had lifted a cloud off me. Whether it's mental, and you just get yourself in a wound-up state where you're thinking everything's going bad, or it's a bad energy, something off that hanging post, I've wound it up, or is it real? Is it energy that says, you're coming in here, you've shouted it, who are you, what are you doing, I'll show you, and it draws into your body and then leaves you with a state of a mess for the next year or two, until you get rid of it.
But you can get rid of tags. I mean, like I say, there's the smudge stick, you know, where you can light and you can do a bit of a ritual. I never thought that worked, but I got tagged by another medium, actually. Worst tag I'd ever had. And I actually woke up in the middle of the night, and I was in a really bad way. I was in a really bad mental place. I thought, oh, this is not good. And rang a friend in the morning who knows about these tags. This was early in my sort of, learning about how to deal with it all. And she said, try this. And I did it. And whether it's mental, I don't know, but it actually works. Okay, so we finished the night. Just going to light this smudge stick. This is an old, I think it's Red Indian, I think that started it. And basically what this does, this is herbs, sage. So basically what you do is basically a cleansing of yourself. I always say, all the spirits, please stay in the building, do not follow us home, detag everything. I've used it all the time. It basically disperses all the negative energy and any entities that tag themselves to you. By lighting this smudge stick and, just concentrating on, cleansing yourself with the herbs. It's a mixture of herbs that you light. And I must admit, I still do it now. I swear by it. I don't know how it works, but whatever it does, it does tend to work for me anyway.